watching before I start wiping down the countertop. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Guess you need to approach.
What?
I do have a picture I'd like to put up.
Hey, hey.
Well, you better,
How'd you manage to get in there?
Well, just going to leave. So.
Oh,
Would you look at downstairs?
hold on, don't bring him up yet.
Okay.
Huh?
What do you need?
He's opening.
Just paper plate. What? Just paper
do you
plate.
guys have a paper towel?
Yep, I got some.
Oh. Up there, maybe sure.
I know. Uh,
Ah. What? Who knows what this thing does? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, did they have any over on the inside?
No, they were out. Don't touch my shirt.
That's right. So, what do you got? You got one of those? You know,
Take another clip.
Here, that's okay. Here you go.
Some of my paper clips.
So they want to be moving. What Harris is this on the next case? What Harris is this on the next case? Which one?
Mr. Harris is on Giles.
Which one?
He wants to ask the judge.
Huh?
Mr. Harris wants to ask you. His case at 2:30, Devontae Childs, he wants to ask for adjournment.
Calling in 1:30, looking for 2:30 adjournment, for what? What, Mr. Harris?
Hey, Judge, can you hear me?
Yes,
Well,
I
here-
can.
Here's the situation with this gentleman. I have attempted to set up jail visits with him on 2 separate occasions. In both occasions, I've been denied, and I have a pretty good reason why, because I think because of behavioral problems, they would not put him on the video. I set up a 3rd visit, which I think is for today. It takes several days to set a visit up. So I've not met with this gentleman. It's an armed robbery case. Plus the prosecutor sent me the video. I do not have written discovery yet, but even if I did, I don't want to have an exam on a capital case unless I have a chance to sit down with this gentleman and go over things. And hopefully they will let me have a visit with him. I don't know,
I don't go by hopefully, Mr. Harris. I'm not gonna sit up and adjourn this matter just because your client don't know how to act.
plus I don't have the discovery.
Well, then you can make your motion when you're here and I'll make a decision on your motion.
Well, Judge, may I do so on Zoom?
No, in person. You asked for an in-person exam?
No, I
You
did
appear.
not. No, I did not.
It's set for an in-person exam.
So you're ordering me to come down? If that's the case, I'll get in my car. I can be there by 2:30, I
It's
suppose.
set for, I'm telling you, it's set for an in-person exam. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't want to come down, then don't come down. And then you, it sounds like I'm talking. You don't come down, then I'll have to do something. And I'll make a decision what to do at that point. That's the only thing I can tell you.
I'm asking for your permission to stay on Zoom. Are you going?
No, it's set for exam. As far as I'm concerned, this exam is going.
I'll get in my car right now.
All right?
Okay.
What's the deal with this case?
I don't know. I'm here.
You said you wanted a sidebar? Or you
Before we
want?
can do this, everything's on the record.
Yeah. Otherwise.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to me. It's,
I can put it on the record, Judge.
but we need my
Hold on,
client.
Did you call it?
No.
Oh, let's call it first. So you get Glenn.
Are we on YouTube already? Are we on YouTube already?
Yeah. YouTube, Zoom. All of it.
You name it, we're on it.
You want me to scratch your head without narration?
Hey, John.
Calling case number 2060299, the people of the state of Michigan versus John Thomas Cotton. Defendant is charged with count 1, count 2, count 3, count 4, count 5, count 6, count 7, count 8, assault with intent to murder, count 9, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 10, police officer fleeing third-degree vehicle code, count 11, count 12, count 13, count 14, count 15, count 16, count 17, count 18, count 19, weapons, felony, firearm, habitual offender form notice. This is the examination heard in first.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Joshua Holman on behalf of the people, P number 71971.
And Gabi Silver appearing on behalf of Mr. Cotton.
Judge, just to recap things, we held in part, we broke for adjournment because of some discovery issues. I believe all those discovery issues have now been satisfied, and Ms. Silver can certainly chime in if she's unsatisfied with the things in some way, but I hand over everything that the people have.
Yeah, at some point I want to put on the record, something that apparently, maybe existed but doesn't exist.
Okay. Where you get that? I heard what you said. The law, the language of law is very specific. So, I try to pay very close attention to it. Because you said everything that you have.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the people, as in the prosecutor's office, and the people, as in the police department, they're all the same. So everything the police have or should have, you should have or should have, period.
Let me get to the heart of the matter. There was a note in a statement that said a witness interview may have been video recorded with a body cam from an officer Richardson. We checked on that. The officer in charge ran a geofence. Is that correct? A geofence on that, which is where they looked to see by GPS who was around the area that had that particular video. They've gotten all of those particular videos. The officer in charge did a specific search for that officer's name on that particular day for any video that they would have uploaded. She was unable to find any video for that officer on that particular day. So it seems whether the video was not uploaded or that officer was not recording at that point in time, that there was no video recorded statement that took place on that particular day. That's the best that we can surmise, but there is no video that we have to hand over to the
Was the officer there and did the officer interview the witness?
Well, the witness was interviewed according to her written statement by somebody named Detective Patrick Lane. And at the top of the statement form, it says video dash K Richardson. And what is happening frequently is that because in a lot of cases, they're not bringing witnesses, or at least at that time, they weren't taking witnesses down to 1300 to be interviewed. So people are making statements on body cam or other recordings. So it does say video K Richardson, and that was the witness that was on the witness stand at the time. Miss Arnold, that was her statement. I don't know, I can only rely on what they tell me. The police don't, and the prosecutor told me. I mean, I guess I don't know if inquiry was made of Detective Patrick Lane as to whether or not he saw it being videoed or what. I only know what the document says.
So there is one video of the witness being interviewed.
No.
No,
That's
There's
that's
no
our
video.
belief is that there is no video. Either it wasn't recorded, like Officer thought they might have been doing, or it didn't upload properly, or some other technical issue. But there is no
Two
video.
names, there's Richardson and her Lane.
Okay, so what happened is, at the scene, after the incident occurred, a statement was taken of a witness named Taisha Arnold. I would also
Is that the
indicate,
witness
that-
that was in court?
yes,
Yes, we're halfway
Yeah,
there.
okay, yeah.
So we're crossing them.
Right.
there were actually a number of statements taken from witnesses at the scene. And all of those were recorded, and I received those, except for the one for this main witness, Miss Arnold. I'm having a hard asthma day today. These masks don't help. In any event, on the statement of Miss Arnold, it was taken at the scene. It was taken by Sergeant Patrick Lane. And at the top, it says video /K Richardson. I can show the court if you wish to see the document. So that led me to believe, as is the case in all of these cases that originated in the summer and the fall, somebody at the scene recorded her statement. All the others were recorded. I requested it. I was given the information that Mr. Holman just placed on the record. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. It does say that video K Richardson. So to me, that meant it had been recorded. My question was whether or not anybody had ever inquired from Detective Lane, who actually wrote the statement, if it was being recorded.
The procedure as described to me is that all of the videos are uploaded that day when the officers come home from the shift. A lot of them done automatically.
I can maybe clarify it.
She may have some more detail on the process. It's the officer in charge.
Yeah, so Sergeant Shannon Young. I personally asked Detective Lane who took that statement, what that information was, for that video. A lot of the practices when we interview witnesses, we do have a hand recorder, or we try to have an officer who gets seen there, stands with us when we're also taking the written statement. It appears that he wrote that officer's name down, who would have been possibly with him when he was interviewing people. When we get back to the office, all the body camera footage is downloaded into a briefcase. We have a secondary person who does a geofence. So in our downloads and in a separate entity who did the geofence, K. Richardson body cam never showed up in there. When I went back and searched, now I'm searching it past 90 days, so it's only archived in there for 90 days. It's not showing me any video. We don't have any video of this interview. All we have is the written statement. So it's kind of a catch where we do the written and the videos to make sure we cover it. But unfortunately, they didn't capture that video that day.
So anything you want to ask or add?
I'm sorry, did you?
Is there anything you want to ask or add to the statement?
I don't know, I guess I would make a motion to dismiss. dismiss, there are a couple of other issues too that I guess we can just.
Okay, I got the issue to that one. What are the other issues?
Well, obviously, we would object to any motion to dismiss for that particular piece of that. Hand over something that does make sense. The court will certainly get into more detail about it. Secondly, we're in the middle of the testimony from the Daisha Farm. I don't wish to be the great cloud of misery on this court's afternoon, but she did call me this morning. She left a voicemail. She said that her daughter had been having problems with her asthma to some degree. She asked about whether she could come back today, whether she could be rescheduled, whether she was necessary at all. I attempted to call her back. I was unable to get a hold of her or leave a message. I called back 3 times throughout the course of the morning. The officer in charge has made several attempts to get in touch with her. Nobody's been able to get a word in with her. We don't know if she's at a hospital where she can't have a phone. We don't know her whereabouts at this point in time, but she did notify us about her situation as she expected it would be this afternoon. One way or another, I'm going to have to ask for an adjournment to finish with Ms. Arnold's testimony, which we've already started. I do have other witnesses that could fill in for her particular testimony in case it was stricken or in case she never becomes available. They are not here today. The court has asked that I not have any available cumulative witnesses, and I said, okay, I won't have any more cumulative witnesses.
No, wait, let's no, straighten it out now. I have never asked anybody not to have cumulative witnesses available. Now, I will say I don't want to hear cumulative witnesses. It's a big difference. You know,
one way or another, I will have to ask for an adjournment at least for, as it relates to Ms. Arnold's testimony or another witness who could fill in for the elements that I think that Ms. Arnold would reveal. I think certainly her daughter having a medical emergency, as we're led to believe, is more than enough for a good cause to adjourn, particularly for her testimony.
Yeah, you can verify that, but you can't even verify that. She had some issues. You attempted to call her on many occasions, or a number of different times. She didn't respond. The officer in charge attempted to call her. She didn't respond. So, how am I supposed to know?
Well, the only evidence that we have is that she's dealing with a medical emergency. She took the time to reach out to us and tell us that. She has been a very responsive witness throughout the course. The officer in charge has not had trouble getting in touch with her, having her available for statements or coming down to court hearings. She was here for the last court hearing where she was able to testify. There's no reason to believe that she's evading the court in some kind of fashion. The only evidence that we have is that there is some sort of medical emergency that she's dealing with her daughter. I have no reason to believe that she's not. Looking at what is the most likely thing that happened, the most likely thing that happened is that her daughter is having some sort of asthma emergency as she told us. Anything else beyond that would be speculation.
So you want to add anything?
I'll just double my motion to dismiss at this point.
Well, certainly dismissing just based on her testimony alone is quite unnecessary. We've heard from a number of witnesses, and I have other witnesses that are available today as well, Your Honor. So even if her testimony is stricken or she's not allowed, we're not allowed to adjourn, some of those counts could be dismissed, but I believe I would go forward on remaining counts that the court has heard testimony on. But she does satisfy a number of counts against Mr. Cotton. I think good cause is more than established with the evidence that we have in front of, which is the thing that we should be considering and not speculating on some other reason why she might not be.
All right. At this point, all the information do have is that it's some kind of medical issue that she's dealing with. The daughter. I would expect some documentation when we come back. I'm gonna turn it over this one time. I will let you know, this is the second time I'm turning over for the prosecution. Not gonna be a third.
I would not anticipate asking for one. I think after, if the court plans to go forward with the other witnesses we have today, I will just go forward with what I have when we come back the third time. But I we thank the court for allowing Ms. Arnold the opportunity to finish her testimony.
Judge, I would ask that, I mean, it's already piecemeal now. I would ask that if we're gonna continue, that we just come back with whatever he's got to do it all at once.
Yeah,
It's getting harder and harder to keep track of these cases.
Yeah, I don't want to keep them twice.
Is the court open to at least hearing from the one civilian that we have outside? There is a Patrick Green, who's been here at the last court date. He's here today. I feel bad for him down 3 times. And I realize that's it's my responsibility and it's the fault of the people. One moment. And there is another civilian witness who is here as well, Mr. Keisha Cotton. If the court is open to hearing from those 2 civilians, so they do not keep coming back down to court in the middle of the pandemic, the people will certainly appreciate it. But if the people are willing to follow whatever the court's direction is.
No, these 2 civilians are not, they're gonna add on. It's just not the same thing as I heard from Ms. Arnold.
No, they come at very different points in time in the alleged assault. The court can see there are 2 addresses in the place of offense. We've heard mostly testimony about Wyoming and Midland. Ms. Cotton would speak specifically to the 20127 Littlefield address, where it's alleged that Mr. Cotton shot up a household there. And Mr. Green will speak to a traffic accident that occurred as he was fleeing the scene away from Wyoming.
All right, take the testimony. You have everything as it relates to them?
I hope so.
With people's knowledge, we've handed over everything that we have.
Is there a written statement from Ms. Cotton? I mean, I'm assuming for Mr. Green, this is the only thing with this synopsis. And correct? Yeah. All right. And Steve Brown, he has one of those, right? What? The investigator. Is this what you have? This is all 3 lines.
Two separate police report numbers, because one is under, so I'm just looking for the one that says 200. I'm trying to confirm. 200 or 220, because that was for the, incident, little thing.
Okay, I don't have anything. That's 21200.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Oh. I just have 211.
So it should be two different, the one is 211 is from the 96 and Lodge location for Wyoming. And then the other one would have been the 20127 Littlefield, so I'm just trying to.
I only have discovery for Detroit police number ending in 211. There's another police jacket or number out there.
No, there's not another jacket or number, it was all connected. It was just done on two separate report numbers, and first was not realizing there was a connection.
It kind of appears to me that there may be some questions, that not everything is shared at this point.
There is no written statement from Ms. Cotton. I have a police report where the officer indicates Officer McLean is one that interviewed her. It's in the 211 that the officer is indicating. It is in my materials of evidence that was handed over to Ms. Hill.
What page?
Should be in the report document, RMS, yeah, 20090600200.
I don't know what 00.
Should be page 3.
Oh.
got them, of course.
I have them on my desktop, but you want me to email it to you? 'Cause the number that you read off is the one I was referring to.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm not taking anything today. We're gonna come back, probably available March 22nd at 1:30. You know, the only case I'm gonna have for the whole afternoon, we should be able to finish.
March 22nd, I'm not available on that.
Not-
Every other day that week.
Next date I have is April 13th, 1:30.
That's fine, also.
Final speak.
Well, I need to go through everything you have, make sure you have anything. If you don't, and there's an issue, bring it, this final emergency motion, we'll hear it on Zoom. If I want it all resolved before we come back on the 13th, so that there are no issues, and we can, just hear whatever rest you have, the rest of the witnesses. We're looking at least 4 more witnesses.
Yeah.
It appears that this was my fault. It appears that it was sent to me, so I just want to be clear.
Okay.
I don't want to blame.
So all the issues regarding discovery are resolved.
We think so. The officer in charge has just emailed it to me also. Oh, I won't.
I think of it.
Looks like there was a second batch of discussion. Case number that had. The Sergeant Joe, they received it. I recognize it's not redacted.
Yeah.
No, I won't give it up. Okay. Yeah, well, I have to reject it. There's some errors on that. So, but I think he sent it.
If you pull the one up, then
Yeah.
that should already be redacted.
Yeah. It's 8 or 10 pages. Okay? All right.
This is it, right? You already finished that? Yeah.
I apologize.
I wrote it on the, oh, maybe I just go with that.
What?
Oh, yeah. No more witnesses.
Huh?
No more witnesses for this thing?
Yeah.
Knew this was gonna be a bad day. I got to the office without my iPad and without my computer cord. My computer was dead. And I couldn't get on Zoom.
We all have them sometimes.
What?
So we all have them sometimes,
Oh, jeez.
more than we want.
The next time it's gonna be bright and sunshiny and streamlined and.
Did you pick up my binder
Quick,
by, did you take my binder by chance?
Oh, yeah.
He took my binder.
And this is the grab what there was on whatever's on the table.
Hey, what do we do with this case? What do we do with this case?
I didn't put it in bad.
Oh, my God.
Now you found it.
Oh, H-O, what do we do with Hope?
That was funny.
H-O-W,
You got my money in
H-O-Y-E.
there too?
That's gotta be ethics violation.
I didn't write anything down. The lady wanted to know, did we do exams or did we waive
Yeah.
them?
No, I think it's.
That's what I'm thinking, but I just want to make sure I would deal with.
No, I just
Wrong
asked
information.
because somebody can call and all that.
It could be, what you call those people?
June seventh.
That's for exam, right? Okay, June 7th, let me write that down. What time you said, 12 or noon?
12 o'clock.
Too much, guys, for getting rid of some of these.
Gotta come back.
I gotta get rid of some of the cases across the street.
I don't know how that's possible. We're not doing anything.
They're starting. I think they've done like 3 in-person things. They do like 1 a day in that huge building.
One?
How many judges they got actually working with?
Well, I will say this. Nobody is working as hard as the 36D judges doing exams. Nobody in the state is probably working as hard as you guys are, but they only do 1 or 2 days a week in court.
Well, a lot of stuff, though, just like we were trying to prosecute today, we had a case of CCW. The young guy is 22 years old. It was his gun, it was registered, the whole bit. The attorney, I asked the attorney to get applied for the, the gun board, did that diversion. And he said no, so they were waiting, they waited, go ahead and apply. The prosecutor said, well, if he's eligible for HIDA, they won't give him diversion. And I said, that's discriminatory.
That's true.
You can't, diversion is no plea.
Well, listen, it is,
What's the next stage of that?
it's been really difficult. It's just been really difficult.
April 13th.
They keep moving the goalposts.
One
I mean, they expected for, a lot of the gun searches, if you see them, they're bad. They're bad stops or bad searches, but, so they originally was just straight up, you would get diversion, which is what we asked for, because remember when you and I were first practicing, you had a guy who was 40 or 50, and you could get diversion for a gun. And then they took that away, which was like the dumbest thing. And,
Another guy?
so we asked for that, so we back and they yes. But
Charles,
now
is
decided,
He said.
people were sending in their applications. It's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Hello? Even if you had work before, a lot of people weren't
Mr.
working.
Harris wants to talk to his
I mean,
client.
it's-
He tried to go down
Oh.
there.
Mine,
Them two put down there, it'd be better, because he appeared.
yeah, we're having another meeting one day. Lillian and I,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
Kim
while.
Worthy,
Go ahead, I'll give him a
Will,
minute.
somebody
Is he coming
from
upstairs? Okay.
the neighborhood.
Oh, good.
They then told us that if we hold an exam or challenge the stop of the search, we can't get diversion.
Yeah, he was downstairs trying
Well,
to
they're-
talk to him and
They're so
they told
fast.
him
Yeah.
that they brought him up.
We just, I don't know. And we had this, are we on YouTube still?
Yep.
Oh, then I can't tell you this. person.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna tell you another story right now.
All right.
All right, bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
How can I help you, sir?
What is that jury on there? What do they put jury on it?
I don't know, you the man.
I understand my man's in the lockup.
Yeah, he's in lockup.
If I could interview him, I might actually be able to prepare for this thing. We'll see how he behaves.
Mark, what, sir?
If he doesn't behave, it'll be real tough.
Well.
He'll be doing it out here, he'll be sitting
It's
there.
not a complicated case, Judge. I think I might be able to do it.
It might not be complicated, but you said he couldn't act right. That's what you said. That's two different things.
Right.
What's your client's name, or is it you?
So the defendant acts up with the attorney. We just keep acting up. We'll keep it adjourned, eventually go away.
Okay, I think we got something going on here. Yeah. Judge, you gotta get ready.
I need to stand up.
Yeah, sometimes. it's good.
right?
You're right.
Are you?
Oh, it feels good too, so, you know.
tells me frequently to stand up.
That's cool, that's right, we should.
I can't show him that you're.
Sit too long here. I started feeling, when I get up, I can feel it.
But if you had to,
In person.
If I had to.
had to, yeah.
You know, you sit too long.
Can't stand too long, is that something that's crazy?
Right.
March 17th, September.
Comes to play that, I guess. Stand too long? Sit too long? I'm out of here.
How's your birthday last night? What do you think?
No, you know what was nice, because I was invited my family, my wife and daughters, we went out, fish balls and had, you know, came. Yeah, I was gonna go on cars, I was gonna- As we get, well, you know, I always think of birthday as a whole span.
Well, there's police up there for Sarah. My daughter, Kristen, she went to her birthday weekend.
Yeah, right, you gotta have a birthday
Week,
week.
birthday week.
Oh, no,
I tried to claim birthday month.
Well, no, listen, so mine always says it's for October, his birthday's in October, so he calls that month. October.
How are you doing?
Good afternoon.
What are you guys doing?
I was told I had a two, and I couldn't understand why that was. Maybe I'm a witness, and
Oh, that was our, that's for this case. Childs.
All right, I'm good.
They said it's for the witness.
You should be able to proceed.
I need your sign.
I-
I need it. Excuse me.
Who's the prosecutor?
I think she said he had the other two.
Why did it wait long behind you?
What you do down there? Where's my else wait? Do down there, so you have to
I
wait.
could check it.
Robert.
Oh, down there?
Yeah,
You know, how many times have you been to court?
I
Since the
know.
beginning? I didn't speak my birth card.
So they needed to interrogate me to make sure that I paid my dues. Have you got any more glasses?
Yeah, right there, Mr. Harris.
Is that a clean one?
See on top,
Is it
to
clean?
the left, to the left, to the left.
Oh, thank you, good. I usually bring a little bottle with me, but I forgot.
Hello. Mr. Stowell.
Is that the prosecutor? Okay, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, Robert.
I'm only getting.
I guess it depends on what's with the robbery, huh?
Right. Yeah, man, okay. I slept all the way down here.
I just.
Mr. Love, I need you to sign. Yes. Mr. Cooper, take care. French, please,
No, I
French.
don't know if I should give this to the judge. Give this to the secretary.
Here's the interpreter. I think the witness is,
Yep.
Here. Look at one out there.
My witness is, with some Rahel. My OIC is Michael Lee.
I assume you're gonna put my guy back there. My client. I'm fully vaccinated. Yeah. All the MDOP, the windshield, those windows.
I'll go see. I spoke to the OIC, yesterday, so.
They should be here as well. Right? Is he working? No.
that last file?
All right. Let's take advantage of it. You're cutting over there, you using it?
Yeah. Henry. So it was the prosecutor that needed to adjourn it, Judge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. She had already testified.
Oh, she already took the stand and it had to stop? Oh.
Yeah, well, we were at the point where we were getting ready to start, cross, and realized that they hadn't over the, discovery statement.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah. This time we gave it to her.
Too much going on with that day. Kim, did you still need the file?
Yeah. Just need a couple.
Use out of it.
You all right?
Yeah.
What case, what court? 234.
Yeah. We got at 1:30, they adjourned early this morning.
Okay, still didn't get it. Doesn't matter.
Okay, they had one, but it just. You've been very lucky. You're very lucky. I mean, I'm talking about what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, they
To be
go,
the-
they rotate, so.
She went down, you were able to come in there. It's just, you know, it's so many of us.
Sure, what,
She probably would.
it's not. Okay, so I'll send you something there on that day.
See, if that, well, must be opening up for her to go to, you know what I mean?
I understand your conflict. I know that,
How's the message? You okay?
but we don't know what prosecutor will be here. They broke them. I'm saying, they broke them.
Show that, you know. In fact, yeah, I think it is.
So,
We haven't had it, she's on there. That's an option. Wouldn't today, but I mean, I had to get him to come back here tomorrow. So. You know, you're gonna take probably the animals or something.
No, you're not.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, yeah. I know. I can think
I am not going to have any witnesses today.
Oh, okay.
So.
Are you police officer?
Yeah.
You signed?
Mr. Eric.
Long story short. Yeah.
He said that was a fun ride down
I
here.
slept down here to make a motion for dismissal. I had to.
Long story short, my witnesses were afraid and does not want to move forward.
Oh, I see, I done put in for the interpreter to be here for your witness.
Well, he got you in shape. He got you in shape, dude. He got you in shape.
You had him.
Okay. What you need? I can help. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't get a deal with it.
Mr.
I'll take care of it. Thought I was gonna have, you know, where you went. I know.
I know.
Pretty good.
Are you ready?
I'm good to go. Just we'll make sure you're.
Hi.
Calling case number 2155767, the people of the state of Michigan versus Devontae Giles. Defendant is charged with count 1, robbery armed, count 2, malicious destruction of fire or police property, count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Sola on behalf of the people of 8335.
There's, for Mr. Child, ready to proceed.
Your Honor, this time the people are unable to proceed. I did have a conversation with the officer in charge on this case. It appears that the complaining witness does not wish to proceed with the case. He just said that he was fearful and did not wish to proceed. Additionally, the officer that would be testifying today had a last minute role change that's no longer available today. People are unable to proceed this time.
Would you discuss?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Circuit Court. Okay, okay, I can take it, thanks a lot.
Looking downstairs, your attorney has you need to catch Raz up now.
Say it again?
The last guy on that sheet,
What about it?
is he in the custody?
No. If he is, he's not in here.
Mr. Harris, what is your key number?
42870. Do I need to fill something out?
You finished with this?
No, I already did it for you.
Are you finished?
I do need a copy.
Yes, I'm gonna give you a copy. Yes, you can give her that copy. Thank you.
Get paid my pittance. I didn't even get this bill for a jail visit.
Have a great day.
Didn't I have a couple minutes? Didn't I have a couple minutes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Harris, I'm trying to enter.
Oh, no, I'm in no rush.
I don't have any place else to go. So then get my mail and go home.
All right.
Okay, right on.
You know, I know I see Mr. Schneider on, I didn't mention an email regarding this, but I think that there was a draft on your case, it's not there, going forward, not going to be ready. I should have an email about 12:35 or so, from the OIC, so the.
All right, see you around.
All right, thank you, Mr. Harris.
Last night, so they're both still in hospital right now.
The victim's girlfriend?
The victim and the boyfriend and the girlfriend, they're both victims.
Oh,
They're both victims, and the girlfriend gave birth late last night. They're obviously both still in the hospital.
Oh. You get that, Mr. Smith?
Yes, I sent them an email, either way.
Yes, Your Honor, I got an email from Mr. Prosecutor earlier this afternoon. However, I think my client is going to want to be present if it is going to be adjourned.
Oh, he has to be present. If he's not present, he gets.
I believe they're bringing him on by Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not here.
It's an embryo.
Oh,
He's like Ron
Yeah,
Thomas. He's like Ron Thomas, Jill.
Oh.
They confirmed that they received the Zoom link, so he should be on.
What time is it scheduled, 3 o'clock? Oh, they're not gonna bring him on until.
Until 3, right? Unless you call him.
No, that's not coming.
He's like, Mr. Love, like, so upset that the witnesses weren't here.
Who?
Wow,
Mr. Harris?
this is here. Oh, you
You
did.
should be happy.
You've been striking out, dude.
I mean, I get it, when I was talking to the OIC and he said that, he was just really scared.
Yeah, I hear you.
And, I get that side of it, but at the same time, like, the best way that I can protect you is by getting him locked up, so. I'm not about to force people to.
Right.
That doesn't serve a good purpose.
No, it doesn't. Let me go. Oh, Miss Kitty, this is one that I got.
Yeah, and here's, Mr. Cotton, isn't it? That's Cotton.
This is for Cotton. That's all he gets?
Yeah, that's the one that was adjourned.
And Charles, did he get a piece? He got some paper?
Charles was dismissed.
I know, did he get his already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Huh?
After the next 2 weeks, we got things that are maybe 1.5
Oh, even Friday?
Yeah, I didn't schedule those already.
Oh, you was already?
Yeah, but then after that, I had to stop, trying to stop scheduling stuff in the afternoon.
It's,
If they get adjourned, I had to fill it in.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna happen.
yeah, I did too, to a degree, you know, it's got.
Yeah.
So keep Friday afternoon.
eventually they come back. And the next one is not gonna be scared. It's like, you know, sometimes people get dismissed, but
Yeah.
they're bad people that come.
Those kind of cases, they either come back straight to the morgue.
Oh, the more, right, either they, yeah, right, you're right, or that.
or rock the wrong person.
Well, like you was saying, kind of valid point is, you know, the defendant put himself at risk, you know, pull out the gun out the wrong convenience store owner that might be armed.
Right.
It's very within their right to, you know, to shoot back.
That's what Judge said,
If
eventually.
you rob the wrong place, you're gonna wind up dead.
Right. You think he got away now, but we keep doing that. Michigan State play today, tonight.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see that game. That should be a pretty interesting game.
MSU is just a hit or a miss. They're either, this season, MSU has just been a hit or a miss.
Right.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
You just don't know, right.
But I could easily see them winning against U of M right now.
Oh, for
Just
sure.
Like it's either gonna be a win or a blowout. It's,
Right.
Well, unfortunately, that's almost how they always play. Historically, there'll be a hit or miss, they'll be playing really good, and all of a sudden it's like, gone.
Well, it's like right now they're playing much better than they were a couple months ago, but that's also just how Izzo kind of operates, so.
Like Michigan lost to Illinois. I just knew it's gonna be Illinois, but it got to a low and it couldn't get out because it couldn't score. And that happened to them against Minnesota.
Yep.
And Michigan State, even though Michigan State been playing not that great, you talk interstate rivals, man, they go at each other. So it's gonna be, like you said, either blowout or a win.
And MSU have the talent.
They have talent.
They have good players, so they can.
I like that Henry kid for him. They got a guy, a Henry dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's athletic. He gonna make it to the pros. He can get up out the gym. It's just that they're not on the same cylinder all the time. You know, if they can come together, they're not a great shooting team.
Yeah, and it was really obviously COVID, but, you know, it was unfortunate that they didn't get the opportunity to play in the tournament last year. It's something of any opportunity to win a national championship, it was last year.
Yeah, they had a better team. You're right. You're right. They were playing very well. And now.
Cassius Winston is probably the best point guard that MSU has
Had a long time.
had since, you know, in 20 years at least.
Yeah, he was a real floor general. Is he playing for the pros? He is playing for the pros, right?
Yeah, so he's playing pros, but he got moved down to, he's like bouncing back and forth between.
For the G League?
Yeah.
You know, the only knock on him is athleticism. He's not a real. He's
He's a smaller guy who just does everything right.
Right, except for
he
getting
doesn't
up.
make mistakes.
Yeah. He'll make a lot of mistakes, though. He don't make a lot of mistakes, that's for sure. He handles the ball well, he can shoot the ball well. But when you get in the pros, this is a different level.
Yeah.
And you have to have, no, he can make it. He could do well because his IQ is good. He's got high IQ. But like Cleves, I knew from the get he wasn't gonna make it pros. He had a broke shot, his shot was broke. And he was just bigger than most people. That's why he played so well, because he's a strong guard. But the pros, you gotta be fast and you gotta have a jump shot.
I mean, I think he'll do okay. I don't think he's gonna, you know,
No.
spot, he'll have time, but he's not gonna be like the starting guy kind of a position. So.
No, because he does, like you say, his athleticism is not there. But because he's so smart and heady and can shoot it, you give him pick and roll.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He'll be a playmaker, he just.
Right.
He'll kind of be the one. You know.
Like I was with Judge Giles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the ball.
I don't know why I said that. I love you retract that. Retract that. I retract that statement. But yeah. But
Recorded it.
I should. Oh, who's
It's on YouTube, right?
Is this your? Is this?
Yep, on YouTube.
Is he does? That's your guy? That's your guy?
I'm not sure.
He's like a Detroit police officer,
It
yeah.
is. That's Sergeant Antonio Allen. Sergeant Allen, are you on the trans case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, just checking.
So, where is Contreras at? Where's he at?
He's in Ross Common.
Well, it's kind of right, yeah. Excuse me. Zilla, are you having anyone else coming in off the street? Like any other officers or anything?
No,
No, no one else, okay.
just the OIC and then obviously they're not gonna be there. He was filling in for Detective Allen at one point, so they both shared capacity as OIC at one point on the case. It was, Detective Rice was informed me that the victims were in the hospital.
Okay. Oh, you're waiting on the defendant.
And he had a motor something. Like, getting like tape from the show. I don't know what it is this year. I'm working clubs almost every day. I couldn't get more. I'm thinking like, it's the wrong way. It's better. So that's why I don't know.
Yeah, no, for us coming.
Who's that?
That's the one right there. Huh?
No,
No.
That's
We don't
the
have the
kind of
number
ring.
for them?
no.
Do you have a number for them?
Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I do. I've got the general number, so I might have to give them a call and see if I can get through to somebody.
I'm not gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna adjourn anyway.
Hi, my name is Max Gold, I'm calling from the prosecutor's office. We are waiting. Joe, 36 district court right now. There should have been a writ that was received for address on to custody of the Rocktown jail. You guys do, it is not on it. It's supposed to be on. Mayor, check your honor. No, sent by one of our, someone from the Grand County Sheriff's Office. It was sent by Rachel.
front page of all year was the biggest cocaine bust in Michigan's history. Okay. They did was think after them, I think. But anyway, I remember when the little kids growing up in the state. They called me, they did my mom as some kind of devil from. She was really crazy. I know they said, you know, sister, she couldn't do that. So they couldn't food infested with guns and kind of this stuff. And, you know, I kind of feel bad. That's weird. That's that small. Right, right, right.
Yes, that's what we're for.
That's kind of, I think I would get into it. I
Okay.
won't tell you about the difference between praise worship and something.
Okay.
You got you're not listening to these. So, sound,
This is my email.
I know.
You're on? 439. Is there a passcode that they need to have? I don't believe so.
Okay.
CR. Zone number.
Uh-huh. Oh, see. That doesn't right?
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Oh.
You're gonna get it. They said they did not receive a copy from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, where I submit my rates to.
Okay, I see the home, I see the, drug case. I don't see the other one. Yeah, domestic violence goes to our. Archer or Jones. All right.
Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna down to Henry. I'll be just a second.
Okay.
Guess this will work.
Yes.
Of course, 340, 439. Austin Jerry, can I help you? Yes. I sure do. Yes. Okay.
There you go. Plug you in. We're at. Keep my mic over here. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I guess so. I can hear it now.
All right, calling case number 2061743, the people of the state of Michigan versus Henry Cottrell. Defendant is charged with count 1, robbery arm, count 2, robbery arm, count 3, weapons felony firearm, count 4, weapons felony firearm. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Matthew Soloff on behalf of the people, PA 3358.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. NDS Detroit by Henry Schneider, 82476 for Mr. Cottrell Henry, who is present by Zoom.
Your Honor, at this time, the people are unable to proceed. However, I would be requesting an adjournment. I was informed by one of the officers on the case, Marcus Rice, that one of my victims, Noella Hugh, just recently gave birth last night. So her and her boyfriend, who is the other victim on the case, are still in the hospital right now. So I would request an adjournment to allow them to appear at a later date.
Anything, Mr. Snyder?
Yes, Your Honor. I would be opposing the adjournment and asking Your Honor to dismiss without prejudice. We were ready to proceed with examination on February the 10th. As you're aware, we couldn't go that date because Mr. Cottrell was in Livingston County custody at the time and was not able to appear by video for that hearing. And we're ready to proceed today. And neither of these adjournments have been any fault of Mr. Henry's. And Your Honor, I suppose I would also ask, what steps Officer Rice took to verify that the witnesses are in fact in the hospital. Because Mr. Cottrell is in custody on this case, and it's obviously taking much longer than normal for his case to either resolve or move forward.
Well, it's taking longer than normal because Mr. Cottrell has so many cases in so many different jurisdictions. So if you can't blame anybody but your client for that. We thought he was someplace else and he was out in Livingston. Then he goes from Livingston to, where is it, Ross County? Ross County now. So, I mean, he has cases in 4 or 5 different jurisdictions.
No, I don't have no cases.
I don't want you to say anything, so don't. Do not say anything unless you're asked. The victim in this case just had a baby. So I can't expect her to be here. The other victim in this case is his baby too. So I wouldn't expect him to be here. So I'm gonna grant the adjournment. Looking at April 5th at 2:15.
I'm sorry, did you say April 10th, Your Honor?
April 5th, April 5.
Okay, Your Honor, that date won't be suitable for me. Do you have any availability in March?
Nope. I'm booked up.
Man, this is bullshit.
Mr. Contreras, I advise you
Mr.
to not
Contreras.
say anything.
You say another word, and I just cut you off, and then your attorney can tell you later on what happened. So otherwise, just be quiet, please. I won't tell you again.
Judge Giles, do you have any other availability the week of the 5th? I cannot do Monday the 5th, but any other day that week I can do.
Hold on. Do April 8th at 2:45.
Your Honor, will this be in person or by Zoom? I just need to know that.
So we're gonna try to do it in person. We'll try to rid them out.
Very good. Your Honor. File a writ for in person.
Is that a good date?
That'll work, Your Honor.
All right, April 8th at 2:45. It is. That concludes the hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. And just on the case, I'll be sending out new subpoenas to you shortly.
All right, anything else?
Not from the defense.
Nothing for you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That was our last case, right?
Yes, it was.
All right, I'm closing this out.
Scheduled on Monday.
Mr. Contreras, you can tell them we're done.